Hardcore Lies.
Hey guys, Rob from Georgia here with you. I'm your Wednesday night host at BodyBags, and man, it is the week that comes after an absolutely phenomenal theme week. And that was, of course, focused in on unearthed films. Surely you've checked them out, but if you haven't, man, go back, take a look at some of those videos, all of those videos from last week. Some really good stuff from unearthed films. But this is week 336, man, and we're back to business, just kind of pulling things off the shelf, and I'm not sure exactly what caused me to do this, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a little bit, I think. I've only actually really watched it from start to finish just a few times, last night being one of them. It is, of course, Devilfish or Monster Shark or That Which Came From Below. No, that's really title, but there's like 6 titles to this movie. It is, of course, an Italian ripoff of Jaws. It is a Lamberto Bava film, though, from 1984. And little did I know, as a 14-year-old sitting in a movie theater watching A Nightmare on Elm Street unfold before my eyes, that greatness was coming out of Italy. And, well, yeah, it is Bava. And so let me just talk about this for just a few minutes. It is a ripoff of Jaws, and really what you have here is a handful of characters, Peter being one, and Dr. Stella. These two ultimately are going to hook up by the end. Sheriff Gordon, of course, you got a sheriff involved here, Professor Donald West, and really at the heart of this, this is my Code Red. Jeez, what is it with me talking lately? Code Red. Pretty awesome artwork. I would say the artwork is probably better than the film itself. But, you know, it's worth a talk because I've said it. A year prior to Demons, followed up by Demons 2, Lamberto Bava will give us some aquatic horror, and but he's going to have some help. And this is insane. And I got to get back to the plot here. Well, let me just do the plot real quick. It's been a long day at work. Long day. Really what you have is an aberration of sorts. There's this creature that precedes Sharktopus. I mean, before there was Sharktopus, there was this thing. And really, you're not sure if this thing is prehistoric, if it's man-made, just a, not science, but a military experiment gone haywire, released out into the wild. And, but man, I mean, this is Italian, and so you've got everything but the kitchen sink in this thing. I mean, you've got assassination hits, and on those people, going to rat out on this program. You've got scientists, at odds with one another. You got military scientists who are trying to take out the regular scientists. You've got underwater scenes involving everything from sharks to fighting amongst our heroes and our villains underwater with harpoon guns and everything else. And man, I'm telling you, it's just like a lot of things going on here haphazardly, but it does make for an entertaining film, and I would think it redeems itself. It redeems itself by the end with how ultimately, once the great reveal hits and you really know the origins of this thing. Oh yeah, don't forget about the hairdryer in the bathtub. You got to see it to believe it. But once the great reveal and you hit towards the final climactic moments. Then how they choose, or not really how they choose, how they feel the only way for them to get rid of this creature is pretty original. I mean, in terms of aquatic horror, think somewhere between Jaws and Jaws 2, I guess. Somewhere in between there, some weird thing. But how they deal with it is interesting. And so, but here's the thing I want to talk about for a minute. So this creature is unleashed, and it doesn't take long for people to notice, and next thing you know, everyone's on the hunt trying to either knock this thing off or knock each other off in good Italian crime story fashion. Excuse me. But here's the thing that makes this movie amazing, in a way. You've got Lamberto Bava at the helm, right, directing. But in terms of writing, you've got Luigi Cozzi, of course, Contamination from 80, with his hand on a pen. You got Sergio Martino, of course, Alligator, 79, Torso, 73. You've got the great Dardano Sacchetti. Sacchetti, man, from the gates of hell, man, all the years he put in with Fulci. He's got his hands on the screenplay, so you got 3 writers there. And of course, you know, it's no wonder this movie sort of comes out jumbled as it does. You got these 3 guys with their hands on it. And then you've got Fabio Frizzi on the score, but what's sad is you get all these big names, and you know Fabio Frizzi, right? You get all these big names involved with this thing, and Michael Sopkiw, who plays the lead in Peter, you know, this is all you get. And I didn't get a chance to listen to the commentary yet, but I saw in an interview somewhere where Michael Sopkiw said something to the fact that the biggest hindrance to this film was budget. And that being said, I don't know how much the budget would have helped or not helped. I mean, when you consider you got 3 writers involved here and you're not sure who has the biggest piece of the pie, and the ultimate you know, effect of that writing in terms of what lays out on screen. But it's really sad that when the final credits roll, it's like you don't realize any of these people had a hand on this, because they're all, you know, I don't know what you call it, dubbed over names. You know, the names that are used here in America, because names like Dardano Sacchetti or Lamberto Bava are too weird, so you have other names in place of that. And it's really sad, because, you know, we have that many talented people involved in a film as low budget as this, and maybe not near as great as some other Italian features. It is still worth picking up and having, just because of the people involved in this thing. And yeah, you know, the guys who make fun of movies for a living, the M2K guys, I think that's what it was. Of course, they've had their hands on this, and if you don't own it, it is on Prime. But this is the Code Red release of it, and you know, I don't know what else to say. It's kind of a quick review today, I guess. Aquatic horror, given Italian style, Jaws ripoff, a lot of moving pieces, and some of it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'll say this though, I conned my wife into watching this with me last night, and the dubbing is one aspect of Italian films that she has the hardest part with, I think. And in this case, there's the opening scene involves a wreckage being found by the Coast Guard, and as the guys are about to leave the helicopter to go into the drink to grab this body, I don't know. They just make it's like when they get ready to jump out, it's like, ah! And you know, and it's just, I don't know, it's the cheesiest, corniest thing you could hear. And of course, this is not what I want to hear, because my wife immediately starts throwing up her hands going, really? This is what we got for the next hour and a half? This? And I'm like, come on, honey. It's Lamberto Bava. Give it a break. And she did, and we watched the whole thing. And I think she kind of, like me, I think she had most fun with the ending, and you know, sort of as the story's coming together, and what this thing really is, and the byproduct of what kind of research. I say the one thing missing from this movie, that's really missing, is, and maybe this is where the budget could have been or could have helped. It just seems like the people this thing is attacking, it's not like you have your traditional hit tourists necessarily along a beach and you have all that going on. It just seems like the only people really getting chewed up are the ones going after this thing or know of this thing. And maybe, you know, that's poetic justice, irony, whatever. But it isn't, traditionally speaking, it's not the kind of aquatic horror that you would kind of expect. It's a little different. Monster Shark, Devilfish, Lamberto Bava, Italian aquatic horror. Perhaps a few steps up above than some of the other great classics that exist, as we all know. You know, we all know what's out there, right? The Last Shark comes to mind. Absolutely beautiful Italian work. But this isn't bad. This is not bad. I would definitely check it out if you've never checked it out. As the cover says, sink your teeth into pure terror. At least the cover art's got Lamberto Bava's name on it. And of course, wave goodbye, the tag. So, yeah, don't wave goodbye to Italian horror. Say hello to Italian horror and enjoy some. Look, this is way, 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 way better than the sci-fi crap that we're getting these days, the low budget stuff. And I don't really mean to rain on that. A lot of that is just pure fun to enjoy. But so is Italian horror, especially when it comes from a master like Lamberto. Did I just call Lamberto Bava a master? Well, I guess when you create demons, it definitely sets you up there on the echelon of things, right? So anyways, I'm way so freaking tired. It's been such a long week already. It's only, it's not even Wednesday yet. It's only Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Doing this a day early. Actually, I usually do it way earlier. So anyways, week 336. Rob from Georgia, VHS82 apostrophe. Go Bills.